So two things I want to mention, the Gamedev.js survey and the Gamedev.js jam. So the survey was run between the middle of February and middle of March, so for a month, when the community was interviewed with questions about various topics. And the results are already published on the website, all the questions, all the answers. It's also available as a PDF. And I was hoping to get at least 100 answers, but we got 437. So that's quite nice. Every single response was, well, not every single one because the questions were optional, but the survey itself had 26 questions. So we got those 400 plus responses from 72 different countries, which is pretty cool. And there were many different questions touching different topics, demography, work experience, development, etc., etc. I'm not gonna mention them here. You can visit the website and check all the questions. But there are many interesting things to take out of that. For example, 40% of responses were given from solo developers working alone. 22% of all the answers, the person submitting responded that they haven't released a single game yet they were filling the game development survey, which is quite interesting. And sad part is that 58% of all the answers, people checked that they earn less than $1,000 per year, which is pretty frightening. Nie mogę teraz. Sorry about that. I'm home alone with my daughter. So, but the positive thing was that there was really positive response in the happiness question. The most popular answer from the scale of 1 to 10 was 8, and 85% of the answers were between 6 and 10. So that's really cool. You can check the results on the website. Everything is there. I highly recommend checking all 26 questions and the answers because there's plenty of interesting information that could be researched further or checked in detail. The second thing I want to mention is the Gamedev.js jam, which is an online game jam happening between April 13th and 26th. So it started 2 days ago and will run for the next 11 days. And there are 2 extra categories, web monetization and decentralized. So web monetization is something that we already tested in the JS13K games, and it was, the developers had a positive response to that. So we do have web monetization as the optional category, and something entirely new, the decentralized topic that we're exploring. And there are $20,000 in prizes from software licenses, cash, crypto, hardware, etc., etc. The jam is happening on the itch.io platform, and there are already 400 participants. So I encourage people to promote the jam in their communities. WebGL Unity export is totally fine. If you have developers in your community interested in building web games, it would be great to tell them about both the survey and the jam. And I mentioned the decentralized category. So I would like to leave an open question. If we in this meetup want to discuss the topic of decentralization and the games, touching the topics of blockchain, crypto, NFTs, etc. I think it's interesting. The interest is growing, so this might be cool to consider something we might touch and we might discuss at our meetups. And that's it. Thanks.